Okay, so back to the team game here. We are now on UK 4's turn, but just to recap, back on Japan 3, they bought 2 fighters. The rest was ground, as they're using their two transports here to get Japan ground onto the continent, which makes sense. But it does give us a chance to hopefully overtake the Navy here. I believe we'll be able to. Well, we will be able to stack 48. As you can see, U.S. came in here. We took advantage of the fact that they only have 1 destroyer, so we took his 3 subs that were in 56 and split them up so they could all hit 60, but he could only hit 1 of them with his destroyer, if he would so choose to do so. So that'll leave us a pretty good setup here. With 1 fighter being built here, a fighter here can go 1, 2, 3, 4 into either of these sea zones. My carriers are going to be sitting here so they can catch them. So we're going to be good there that they'll be built here. We'll be able to, fighters in India will be able to help dead zone 60-62. The UK bomber could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then could go 5, 6 land here, 5, 6 land here, 5, 6 land here, 5, 6 land on any one of these, 5, 6 land on any one of these. So we have the capability, Japan can't protect all of that, so US, if nothing else, could land even on right here and go 5, 6 and land there. So point being, the bomber can be part of the dead zone as long as it can hit 60 in 4 moves. Germany took out my fleet with hardly any losses. I think they lost one fighter maybe. Yeah, they lost 1 fighter there, wiping out our entire fleet there. So that is the bad news, and that's going to cause some trouble. So I am trying to decide what I want to do here, whether I want to sacrifice a transport up here, draw these 2 units over, let them get killed, or if I want to come down this way, make the sub come down this way, and hopefully maybe create an opening where we could drop a fleet up here in a future round. Thinking we end up ultimately just sacrificing him. I think we're kind of at a loss here for a while. It'll be a while until we can build something there. So we're going to be building a couple fighters here. I really want to land the bomber here in Kaza, which is still 4 from 60, so that they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and help dead zone versus a Sea Lion effect. That way we'd have 2 fighters and a bomber. They really would have to do a carrier and a destroyer, and then that would not leave them enough money to buy enough transports for the rest. So it's kind of where I want to go ahead and have him land in here with an infantry and maybe another infantry, because he does have 2 fighters and 2 bombers that could hit that spot. So I put a help out message out to my teammates. So we're going to build 3 fighters, 2 infantry for India. One, 2, 3, 4, so they can all make it back. So we'll just make sure we actually hit him. Move him over that way. That'll at least take away J income, because he can't get it back this turn. All right. Good thing I sent everything I sent at it. Now, I had thought about sending everything in here, but he actually has 7, 9, 10 with the bomber planes that could hit and then land in here, and he could double stack that, and maybe if he wanted to sacrifice the transport. So it would have been safe. So we're just going to do that. Plus, I'm a little bit worried about this over here. We've got 3 units versus his 5 units, so I really would like to get 2 guys closer over there, so we're going to move those guys over. We'll go ahead and move all 3. I'd have mine. I think I only need 2 for the dead zone and have 1 hanging back to be able to go back that way, but I think we'll have enough to go back over here to continue to stack that regardless. And you know what? We're going to bring 1 fighter back. Do want to make sure we got our right defense profile on. Looks good. There. Da, 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 da. And there we go. We'll see what Japan does here. I believe we've done enough to dead zone Season 60 with a 1-2 attack. It's a little bit thinner than I'd like, so we'll see. They may choose to go, to stick it out, but at this point it's more advantageous for allies to trade units, so trade navies. So if he decides to stay there with a 2 carrier destroyer sub build, then so be it. But I think we got it dead zoned. All right, let's see what they do.